my buddy Jon Avenger is 100% right about this film of the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Screw the critics! Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca LaBarkley, aka BoopUp187. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time again for another movie review. And I got some sad news to tell you that this movie review that I did see in theaters will be my last and final one for the year of 2018. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit, this movie I did see in theaters is going to be the next underrated one. So for my next movie review is The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. And I will say this movie is a perfect way to celebrate the holidays for Christmas. And this is a pretty good movie to watch. And yes, I want to give a quick shout out to my good friend Jon Avenger. I hope I got his name right, Jon Avenger. Thanks to him, he got me hooked on this movie, and I can't wait to see this movie in theaters. And yeah, yesterday I had a few people here or there who did see the film with me. So, he's not the only one who likes the film. I do too. And I'm gonna prove those critics all wrong about this movie. This is a very good movie to watch, but I know it has a few flaws here and there. And about Jon Avenger, just check out his YouTube channel. He has a couple of movie reviews, top 10 lists. And there are many movie reviews here and there that he was so darn mad about. And yeah, he's not a big fan of the later on Star Wars story. So I can understand where he's coming from. And yeah, he used the middle finger too many times. So yeah, check out this dude out. He's really darn cool. So this one's for you, Jon Avenger. And thank you so much for letting me be hooked on this film. So anyway, let's head on to my next movie review. And the final movie review I will see in theaters in the year of 2018 is called Nutcracker and the Four Realms. And yes, I do know about the Nutcracker. Well, the Nutcracker itself, yes, it was based by a famous ballet, and it was based by a book, and I did see only 2 movies here and there. One came from 1993, and the other is the animated film. So yep, I'm familiar with the Nutcracker thing. And this one is a pretty good one as well. So anyway, let's head on to the main plot of the story. It's a story about this young girl named Clara who is only like 13 or 14 years old, maybe. She is heading on to her most epic journey of her life to go to this unknown world that she had never been in before, and also looking for an unknown key to unlock the mystery of her mother's late Christmas present, a music box that has something that came from in the inside, I think. And also about this unknown world that she had never been in before, she is heading on to an unknown world that has 4 realms. One that featured flowers, one that featured candy, one that featured snow, and the other is an unknown realm that is so darn forbidden that involves the circus, dead trees, and a whole lot of micey-wicies. And that's all I could say about the main plot of the story. And I will say this is one of the best retelling stories I have ever seen so far in movie history. It features a good, interesting storyline about something that we never seen before that came from in the original story. Well, if you guys get the picture. So anyway, I'm sure everybody's so darn concerned is, what the heck do I think about this movie? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really did enjoy this movie very much. This is the most greatest movie I have ever seen so far in movie history. But yes, it is true, it does have a few flaws here and there. Just a few. So anyway, ladies and dudes, The Nutcracker in the Four Realms is truly a very good movie to watch. And I just love it from start to finish. I will say it had a very good storyline, likable characters, great special effects. It has an amazing score that I will never forget in movie history. It has beautiful costume designs, good casting, and it's just perfect for the holiday season, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of The Nutcracker in the Four Realms. I will say for my strongest point for this movie is the character development and chemistry between Clara and Philip. I just fell in love with their relationship so very much, even if they knew each other for a few days or so. I mean, I bought their relationship very well. I think they look like a very good couple, even if they're different from each other, since one is a normal girl and the other is a young man who is really the Nutcracker, but he looks like a human being in some ways. I mean, they have such good character development, they have very good chemistry, they know how to get along so well, and it's a sad shame that Philip is not the nephew of Uncle Dresselmeyer. Well, what will happen if it did feature in a plot twist in the film? Yes, it did have a plot twist in this movie, but not the plot twist that seems or something like that. So yeah, I bought their relationship very, very well in this film, and I think they look perfect together as a couple. But I know it's a sad shame they never kiss. I know it'll be strange. But anyway, this is the greatest couple I have ever seen in movie history, and they know how to get along very, very well. So I will say my true strongest point for this movie is the character development and chemistry between Clara and Philip. And now let's go on to the most weakest points of the movie, and I only found two main weak points in this film. I will say one moment in the beginning of the movie, there's a couple of scenes here and there that's a little bit dark, but I know it doesn't have dark moments at the beginning. I'm talking about some dark stuff that I wish they should increase the lighting a little bit more, and the other, I wish we can get to know more about the other realms. Okay, for my first major weak point is there are some scenes here and there that's a little bit, I think the screen part is kind of dark. I had trouble of seeing what's going on in the film. I wish they should lighten up the screen just a little bit more so I can get to know what the heck's going on in some of the beginning parts of the film. That's all I can say about the first major weak point of the film. And my second major weak point of the film is I just wish we could get to know the other realms just a little bit more. The only realm that we did know pretty well in this film is the Forbidden Realm. You know, with the dead trees, the mice, and those circus clowns. Yeah, that's the only realm that we knew. But I wish we could get to know the other realms. You know, like the Flower Realm, the Candy Realm, and the Snow Realm. I want to get to know more of those places that we have never seen before in the whole entire film. They only show one clip of it, and that was pretty much it. I want to get to know about those other realms that came out of nowhere, if you know what I mean. So I will say my major weak point for two major weak points in the film is there's a little bit of scenes at the beginning that kind of dark but hard to see in the film, and I wish we could get to know the other realms just a little bit more. And now, let's go on to the characters. I will go with the two characters who are truly the best parts about the film. Clara and Philip. Let's go on with Philip first. I freaking love Philip. He is such a good-looking young man. I think he's like 15 or 16 years old in the story, I think. It's hard for me to get to know a young person's age, since I don't know much about the actor who plays him. But anyway, he's such a cool character. I really like his storyline. I really enjoyed his personality. He has a great attitude. He's very good looking and charming. He's a really cool captain, and I fell in love with the character development and chemistry that he had with Clara. And they look like they are such a perfect love couple. Even if it's a sad shame they never kissed. It'll be nice if they did, for once. So yeah, I really love Philip. He's very nice, very sweet, very kind. He took his job seriously, and I really do salute this young Nutcracker. But it's a sad shame that he's not the nephew of Uncle Drosselmeyer. Sad shame. It'll be nice if that was the main plot twist to the story. Since everybody needs a plot twist, just a good one, not the bad one. And now, let's go on to Clara, played by this actress I really don't know of. But I know she's very, very young, and that's understandable. I freaking love Clara in this movie. She is such a sweet and kind and a very headstrong character. I mean, she had a very good storyline. She has a great personality, great attitude. She's very, very strong. She's very brave. She's fearless, and she knows how to take things seriously all the way through to this movie. And yeah, she is Mommy's little girl, and she really loves her mother very much. And the most surprising thing about this movie, about her, is that she is a princess for all the four realms. I did not see that coming, ladies and dudes. I thought Clara is just a normal girl who doesn't have royal blood in her. But I did not know that her mother is a queen and she's the heir to the four-realm throne or something like that. So that's kind of surprising to me. So yeah, well, since her mother had passed away, and now she's going to become the queen to the throne. So yep, she became the youngest queen ever in all of Disney history at the age of 13 or 14 years old. I know, it's kind of weird, don't you think? I think I'd rather prefer her as the queen than Elsa from Frozen. At least she's taking things seriously, and she's becoming such a brave young woman who needs to take care of things and try to save her kingdom as soon as she can. So yeah, overall, Clara is a good young woman and one of the best brave protagonists that we ever had so far in all of movie history, or book history, whatever. And now, let's head on to my final thoughts of the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. Overall, the Nutcracker and the Four Realms is a very good movie and truly the next underrated film that I have ever seen in movie history. It had a really good storyline, likable characters, great costume designs. It had a very good score, and it has great special effects. And this movie is so darn perfect for the holiday season. Please check out this movie right now, or you will regret it for the rest of your life. So don't listen to the critics. Just listen to the real people who did see this film and get to know it's such a good movie. Indeed. So for my rating for this film, I decided to give it an 8.2 out of 10. This is a very darn good movie for the holiday season. And that is my whole entire movie review of the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. I hope you enjoyed this movie review, and join me next time for my next movie review to come. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll wait and see what happens. Until the end 2018. Well, if you guys get the picture. So anyway, that is it for now. I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.